What's poppin', fam? Welcome to Don't Touch My Mindset, a podcast that is designed to uplift, inspire, and motivate you, and most importantly, share tools to help you protect that mindset. I honestly think you guys are in for special revelation. This is fresh. This came to me yesterday, and it's a mindset that I'm going to start incorporating, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So super excited today. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I'm your host, Jay Chase, and today we're going to dive into the rise mindset. Now, rise came to me as okay, Jay, what do you tend to do when you face challenges? Now, most people don't know I actually have a phoenix tattooed on my rib cage, representing when I got out of prison, when I decided to be a better person, when I decided to rise from the ashes of where I was, right? So rise has kind of always been tattooed on my heart, but God made it very prevalent to me the other day, chatting with my friend Dylan, and he gave me some revelation before getting on the call with Mr. Pollard, and he said, Jay, I need you to rise to every occasion, rise to every situation, rise to every challenge, rise as a leader. I need you to rise your consciousness. I need you to rise everything about you in this season. So I wanted to share that mindset with you today, what rise stands for, how we can get in tune with this mindset of rising to opportunities of growth, rising to challenges, rising to become the person that we're supposed to become without forgetting where we came from, without forgetting the roots of what we did. So I'm super excited about this episode. I'm super excited about this mindset. Like I said, thank you so much for rocking with me. Please, if anything resonates with you from this episode, rate, review, share it with a friend. It really helps the show grow. I love you guys, and let's dive. Let's get into it. You know, I always like to start off with a quote, and today's quote comes from Mandy Hale. It says, "If you lost it, it's because you're meant to find something better. Trust, let go, and make room for what's coming." I thought this was extremely significant to the mindset that we're talking about today, which is rise, right? If you lost it, if you feel like you have lost a significant relationship, if you're in a place of adversity, trials, tribulation, turmoil, if you feel like all is lost, there is no hope, I need you to rise. Now we're going to dive into what rise stands for, right? Jay, you keep saying rise and rise and rise. I'm trying to rise. That's why I'm tapped into the podcast. I don't want anybody to touch my mindset. I don't want it to be affected by anybody else's negative emotions, poisons, or conditioned behaviors. And so I'm going to give you the secret, and it comes in an acronym that God gave to me in Revelation, saying rise. First, the R stands for reflect. Reflect on what worked, what didn't work, what took you to the next level of where you currently are, and what was hindering you from getting to this level, what was hindering you in the midst of trying to go to your next level. Reflect on those things, understand those things. For many of you guys know, I'm a certified DISC facilitator, so I focus on personalities, conditioned behaviors, and the tendencies that manifest from those conditioned behaviors, right? And if we reflect on who we are, how we handle decisions, how we handle challenges, how we interact with people, we reflect on what pace we prefer to move at in any given environment, even reflecting on how we handle protocols, systems, and procedures put in front of us, we will learn so much about ourselves and how we handle challenges, where we tend to quit. Now, I'm not saying that you don't get back up. I'm not saying that, we may hit a wall, but there's a way around it. There's a way over it. There's a way to rise to the occasion. And that starts with reflecting. What happened? What could I do better? And we have somebody who's part of our mentorship program, and she's going through a significant life transition right now. And she had an exam to pass. And she took it 1 week and failed. And I was like, we're here, we support you. Let us know what we can do. As a mastermind group, as a community, we got your back. And she was like, I honestly, Jay, I asked myself, what could I do different? I said, ooh, that's deep. What could I do? We didn't blame nobody else. We didn't look in malice at anybody else. We looked at ourselves and said, what could I do different? So that's the first part of Rise, is just to reflect. Reflect on what worked, what didn't work. How am I growing? Reflecting on your growth. Think about yourself January 1st, 2024. Think about yourself throughout that process and say, oh, okay, this is what I wanted. How did I rise to my goals? How did I rise to my aspirations? If you haven't yet, let's keep working towards it, right? The second part of Rise is the I, and that stands for inspire, right? I need you first and foremost to inspire yourself. It's you versus you. So you're the one who has to get up every day. You're the one who has to get out of bed. You're the one who has to go make your dreams become a reality. It's you versus you. So I need you to inspire yourself. But once you inspire yourself enough, other people will see. Other people will see what you're doing. Other people will actually be attracted to how you've grown and how you've inspired yourself. And then you begin to inspire them. So we reflect to inspire, right? So when we reflect, we find out what worked, what didn't work, how we've grown, how we haven't grown, and then we inspire ourselves to keep going. Keep going more, keep going, inspire yourself so much that there is nothing around you, nobody around you, no situation that can take the motivation or the inspiration away from your dreams and goals of who you're becoming. Don't let them touch your mindset, right? And the S stands for servant, servanthood, right? Serve. So when we inspire ourselves enough, we tend to inspire others. Now those are the people that we're called to serve. With the lessons you've learned, how you've grown, those are the people that you help evolve and elevate. Those are the people that you help take to the next level. Anybody who's inspired by how you've inspired yourself, the things that you've learned, the lessons you've extracted out of your story. Everybody wants to tell their story, but nobody wants to teach your story. I say teach your story. Jay, you're such a great speaker, because I don't speak, I teach. I don't show up for people just to hear me talk. I want you to walk away with some type of application. I want you to not just take in the information, but I want you to make it prevalent and relevant to yourself. Right? I want you to be able to say, okay, this is how this is manifesting in my life. If I apply X and behavior change, then I can learn something new and be able to handle it in a different way. And then I can serve those who come behind me. Being a servant's not a bad thing. And we've talked about this, I believe, in season 3, servant leadership. If you haven't heard it, go back and listen to it. But being a servant's not a bad thing. Being a servant actually allows you to reach your maximum capacity. I've spent my life serving other people. I've dedicated my life to serving other people. And so what I want you to do is think about, after you inspire yourself enough to get up in the morning, who can you serve today? Who can you serve today? Who is a person that you want to add value to, and maybe they might be able to go multiply that value to somebody else? Who could you serve today? And so that's the S in Rise, is be a servant. Serve at your maximum capacity to get your maximum results and the maximum return on your dreams and your aspirations. And that takes me to the E in Rise, which is expand. Expand your vision, expand your capacity, expand your edges. When we reach a certain level of our awareness, that's it. We have to renew our awareness on a daily basis, because things change. Once we become aware of an action or a behavior, guess what? Now we're aware of it. We have a choice to implement what we've learned and change the behavior and be aware of that next level, or put the blindfold back on and take our awareness away and say, yep, that's just the way it is. That's as good as it's going to get. I need you to expand in every area, corner, and every relationship in your life. I need you to expand. Expand the dream, expand the goal, expand the vision. We talked about this last episode. If you haven't heard that, go back and listen to the last episode about vision expansion, because a lot of people will see their vision start to change a little bit and they'll get scared. They'll hold on to the original idea. And God told me, let go, trust, let go, and make room for what's coming. going back to the quote of the day. And I was like, yo, this is deep, because that speaks expansion. Expansion is nothing but making more of something that already exists. Like, you can't have expansion without having something that already exists. So with me, for instance, let's just give you my story. The Bible study. 2021, we started a Bible study, hosted it in our living room, invited our friends over. Churches were shut down, whatever. Shout out COVID. And that expanded to my friend challenging me about starting a podcast. October 6th, 2021, we birthed Don't Touch Our Mindset, gave you Kill the Bear in 3 more episodes. Absolutely. Expansion. And then by February of 2022, Jay was like, oh snap, there's people that are actually listening to the podcast. We had to do a season 2. And that expanded to a new cover art, taking the brand serious, understanding who I talk to, understanding God. That's when the work happened. So I was expanding on what already existed, not creating something new. Like, we can create new things all day. That comes with our intuitive awareness of expanding ourselves and knowing that we can push our limits. We can create something new. But what I want you to do is expand your dream. Expand what you're putting in work in for today. Expand and serve, inspire, and reflect. Let's rise backwards if y'all didn't catch that. But I'm just giving you this acronym so you guys can take this mindset with you and move forward. So when something hits you in the chest or life smacks you in the face, you say, I'm gonna rise to the occasion. Jay gave me the tool set. He taught me how to build an unbreakable mindset through rising to the occasion. So anytime life seems harder than expected, anytime you feel like relationships are going downhill, anytime you feel dared to dream a little bit more, I want you to rise to the occasion. If you feel like you're doing this by yourself, you can always join our mentorship program. It's a community of growth-minded individuals who are literally rising to their dreams and potential. They're rising to their aspirations. This community is a group of people that we've built from the ground up, and now we're expanding, right? So check the show notes. You can get a link to sign up for mentorship. We got the Amplify workshop. Tickets go on sale March 1st. Amplify will be in North LA, Wintaka, California. Let me know if you're from Wintaka. Like, if you know what Wintaka is, like, hit me up. Let me know. I've never been there. I'm excited to be there. April 26th, April 27th, we will be in Wintaka, California, putting on a 2-day immersive workshop exploring the principles of Amplify. Awareness, mindfulness, purpose, leadership, inspiration, focus in yourself. You're invited. So please check the show notes. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Please rate, review, share this with a friend if anything resonated. And I really hope you feel called to rise to that area that you've been ignoring. Rise to the challenge that you've been running from, right? Let's confront the hard parts, face the fear, and rise to the occasion. I absolutely love you. We are back next week with a brand new mindset. Until then, stay focused, stay inspired, stay connected, and please, don't let anyone touch your mindset.